Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jossum, aka Awesome Jossum, and I want to thank you for clicking on this video. On this channel, we like to celebrate Disney, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So if you like any or all of those things, then consider bippity boppity bopping that subscribe button. Ring the bells of notification so you're instantaneously notified when I post something new, and leave a big old thumbs up at the end of this video if you liked it all the way through. Moving right into it, we have a very special video for you today. That's right, you read the title correctly. The Disney characters are choosing my makeup. If you want to see how I created this beautiful look with the help of some very special friends, then keep on watching. Jumping right in, we're gonna go ahead and start off by moisturizing our face. So I'm gonna go in using the H2O Beauty Plus Oasis Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. I did do a review on this in one of my videos, which I'll link down below for you. So using about a dime size amount, I'm just gonna go ahead and evenly distribute that on my face. Now I did wanna preface this video with a disclaimer and address an elephant, or in my case, a chinchilla, in the room. And that would be my hair. Being Middle Eastern and Latino, my hair grows like... So, I have been under lockdown for about 2 weeks with the quarantine, and basically have not seen my barber for 2 weeks. My hair is looking crazy, but we're just gonna get through this together. Once you've completely moisturized your face, it's time to start your makeup. The first thing you want to do is use a very good primer. So let's see which friend helped me to select the primer. So Dale, I'm going to be working on putting a makeup look together, and I need your help, okay? So the first thing that we do is primer. Can you help me choose a primer to use? Should I use the e.l.f. Poreless Professional or the Benefit Professional? Which one do you think? Which one do you think?
You use a Dale Professional is what he's saying.
Oh, no. Look, I can't take you home with me, so I need to use one of these. Maybe next time. Which one should I use?
Close your eyes and choose one.
You don't know?
You don't know?
Do we need Chip to help us?
I think he's saying the... Oh, okay.
We need Chip. Professional?
Professional.
I think I'll go with this one. Thank you so much. So, Dale selected the Benefit Professional Primer. Now, I really enjoy this primer because it gives you a soft, mattified finish. It's a silicone base that helps to fill and blur out any texture, but most importantly, it really helps your makeup stay on all day. The Benefit Professional has been probably one of my go-tos in all makeup regimens, just because I really like how filtered it makes your face look. I hope everyone is staying safe and sanitized during these really crazy times. I know it's been pretty difficult for a lot of people, including myself, but as long as we are kind of following the guidelines that are being set out for us, I think we'll be able to return to life as normal as possible and as quickly as possible. While I finish blending in my primer, let's go ahead and see which friend helped to select my foundation.
You're not here to set fire to my map, are you?
No, I actually came here because I need your help with something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Alright, so I'm working on a very special makeup project, and I need your help choosing something.
What are we making? What are we making?
Okay, so we're putting makeup on our face.
Like dirt and stuff?
Kinda, and that's why I figured I'd come
Applies.
Which foundation? Which dirt looks better for my face?
I don't know, that kind of looks like a pirate symbol.
So I should use that one?
No.
Okay. So
That one.
we're going with this
It
one.
has gold on it.
There we go. So we'll do
Looks like treasure.
that. So Peter Pan selected the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. The Double Wear Foundation is probably my all-time favorite foundation because it is a full coverage mattified foundation. Now, before I jump into that, I wanted to go ahead and give you a tip. So for anyone that has like any sort of discoloration or deepness in their skin, you can use a color corrector to cancel that out. Being a boy in makeup, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal and cancel out my beard shadow and maybe just a little bit under the eye. So I will be right back. Now that I went ahead and corrected my beard, look like an Oompa Loompa, I'm gonna go in with Peter's recommendation of the Estee Lauder Double Wear and a buffing brush. Pro tip, start with less foundation and build up. You can always build, you cannot take away. While I continue to buff in my foundation, let's check in with the next character to see who's gonna help me conceal these eyes.
All right.
So, I heard you're the Great Graffiti. Okay, the Great. You even got a trophy over here. What was that for? Okay, driving your motorcycle? Whoa! Crash landing, huh? No? Oh, Donald did that? No, he's always up to no good. So I have a question for you, because you're the Great Graffiti. I need something that's gonna help to conceal my under eyes when I do my makeup look. Can you help me choose a concealer? Both? No, I have to use one. Both. Okay, you think it's both? And I guess I'm just gonna have to listen to you, Goof. You know best. Thank you so much. Can I have another hug? Coming in with Goofy selection, we are gonna be using 2 concealers for this look. Now I have the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Funny thing is, actually whenever I do any sort of full coverage makeup look, I do go in with 2 concealers. So I typically go in with one that's gonna be nice and illuminating, which for me is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer. And then I also will go in with a secondary concealer to just help brighten and illuminate a little bit further. Using a damp beauty blender, go ahead and just buff out that concealer so it blends in with your foundation. Going in with the second concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this one, which is a little bit lighter than the Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Also, if you guys have not been to Pete's Silly Town Circus, Pete's Sideshow Silly Town Circus, Pete's Circus, Pete's Silly Sideshow. I don't remember the name. Anyway, there's a little place back in Fantasyland where you can meet some of the characters and they're in like sideshow circus outfits. And I had a lot of fun back there. I can't believe I haven't done that in a very long time. So I recommend if you are going to Magic Kingdom, definitely think about setting up some time to visit your friends at that time. While I continue to blend out my concealer, let's see which friend helped me to select a setting powder. Like this.
Well, you know Mama Oda made mine for me.
She really did?
She did for me and the babies happily ever after.
So she knows how to sew and make gumbo?
No, you know her gumbo isn't as good as mine. Don't tell us it.
Okay, well, but I gotta try yours.
Y'all all actually have to try mine. But do you think, are you sharing yourself?
No, I'm not. So you're gonna have to.
See, that is spiritual. I love these. You like me?
I love them. I just don't know how to make them.
Oh, that is.
actually why I came to talk to you today. So I'm going to be working on a very special makeup look, and I knew you were going to be the perfect person to ask about my setting powder. So which one should I use? I need your help.
Oh my, we have so many choices.
So we have a MAC setting powder. We have a Chanel setting powder. Which one should I use to beat this face?
Now, not that I know anything about MAC or Chanel, but if I did, I would say MAC sounds wonderful. You know, what gives you more flow? Are we going for a glove look? Are we going for kind of color?
We're just going for the bee's knees.
But, so man catching beignets.
Man catching beignets.
I think sugar, honestly, I don't know. I think that's what I'm going.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I am honored that you asked me.
Absolutely. I knew you'd be the perfect one to ask. So our favorite Bayou Babe, aka Princess Tiana, helped us to select the MAC Patrick Star Setting Translucent Powder. I really love this setting powder because it's very, very finely milled, so it doesn't feel super cakey on the face. Plus, because I have more of that combination oil skin type, it's just gonna help to control the oils that I do produce. So that way, once everything starts coming through, it just looks a little bit more fresh, a little bit more natural. Oh my gosh, while we were talking to Princess Tiana and she started to talk about her man-catching beignets, I literally was drooling. And right now, being under quarantine, it doesn't help because I am so craving some Mickey-shaped beignets from Port Orleans, and I cannot wait until this ban is lifted so we have the opportunity of going back and eating all of the Disney treats. While I continue to set my face, let's go ahead and see which friend is gonna help me bronze my complexion. Alright, so I know that you're a snake charmer, and I'm kind of working on a very special project. I am going to be doing a full makeup look, and I need you to help slenderize my face like a snake, okay? So, I have 2 bronzers, and I need you to help me decide which one to use. Is it going to be Inkblot, or is it going to be MAC? I want to see it. Okay. So that's that one. You like J-Lo, the boogie down bronze? Okay. Can we booger our little booties? You're awesome. So Donald decided that we were gonna warm up our complexion with our Inglot and Jennifer Lopez Boogie Down Bronzer in Sunkissed. What you really want to do is warm up the perimeter of your face and just start to define and chisel out your features. I had a blast hanging out with Donald. He is always such a character to me. I had the opportunity of seeing him at the Tusker House. I've met him on Main Street before, and this was my first time seeing him in the Silly Sideshow Circus tent. So of course, we had to boogie it on down when he decided to choose the Boogie Down Bronzer. While I continue to blend in my bronzer, let's go ahead and see which character selected my eyeshadows.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Wow. Wow, Jossum, wow. That's okay. That's okay. We will get through it. Make it work. So it has come to my attention that I completely forgot to have someone select an eyeshadow palette. So luckily I had one of the characters select an accent color for me to use on my eye. I don't know how I did that, and I forgot the eyeshadow palette. But here we are, and we're going to move forward. So what I'm gonna do is showcase the clip of that character selecting the accent eyeshadow color, and then just find a palette that'll coordinate with it so I can create a cohesive look. Here we go. That's cool. Did you make this?
They did with the help of Scallop, of course. Since he has little pointy hands, he's nice.
Really? Maybe. I'm not good at sewing, but I am good at doing makeup. And I actually came here because I heard you are the queen of color.
Well, I'm very funny first. That's why I want to teach you my brain.
Perfect. So would you be able to help me choose what pop-up color to use on my eyes?
This is so. Oh, this is difficult. You're so
Purple? I think that's a great choice. And it's my favorite color. I'm excited to. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. So Rapunzel decided to choose a Super Shock shadow from the Disney Designer Collection in the color A Whole New World. Now for the purpose of this video, because I forgot to get someone to choose a whole eyeshadow palette for me to use, I'm just gonna jump into the James Charles Unleash Your Inner Artist palette and complement the look with the color that Rapunzel chose for us, and just use some of those like purple shades to kind of tie it all together. Starting out with a fluffy blending brush, dip into the color canvas and set your entire lid. Using a pointed shadow brush, jump into the color Single and start to warm up your crease. Using a fluffy blending brush, dip into the color Love That and start to diffuse the edges. Using the same brush and color, start to smoke out the bottom of the eye. Using a fluffy shader brush and A Whole New World, fill in the first half of your eye. Use your finger if need be for a more intense opacity. Using a defined smudger brush, jump into the color Escape. That's funny, it's spelled like the word escape. And start to line your lash line. Using a compact shader brush, go into the same color and start to smoke out the bottom of the lash line. Finish off your eye with a flat shader brush and A Whole New World. Now that we're pretty much done with all of our shadow work, I'm gonna go ahead and dust off this extra baking translucent powder, pop on some lashes, apply some liner and mascara, but let's check in with our next friend and see how we can take this meh look to magical.
You realize that, right? With those furry horns on top of your head. Think about never beasts that they sleep for 1,000 years at a time. So
that totally sounds like me.
You're a never beast too. Yeah, and you're tall like a never beast as well. And never beasts, they look tall and a little bit frightening, but you don't look frightening at all. So maybe you should come meet my friend Gruff, because he's got this thing about his face where he sticks his teeth out and looks a little bit scary, but maybe you could teach him how to smile and he would scare less fairies away. What do you think?
I think I can do that.
But just make sure you plan it around when you're going to be sleeping for 1,000 years, because, well, it could get a bit tricky if you're trying to give him a lesson on how not to look intimidating and then you fell asleep halfway through. It's happened before.
I just have a quick question though.
I probably have a quick answer, maybe a long
Because I need
answer.
to fly out of here and I need your help choosing which pixie dust to use for my
Oh, definitely this one. It matches mine.
Okay.
I like the gold pixie dust too, though. Are you going to wear this outfit?
Yes.
Definitely this one.
Okay, perfect.
You should use that one though. I'll keep this one for me.
You and you little tinker. Maybe I'll come back and bring you some.
Oh, that would be something. My blueberry's been asking for pixie dust all day, but last time we put pixie dust on her, she flew right through the ceiling. There was a giant chimney there, so.
Now Tinkerbell chose for us the Frozen 2 and Colourpop Illuminated Glitter. Now this is a body glitter, you can use it anywhere you want. I think I'm gonna use it to help dress up this eye just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a synthetic brush and apply a little bit of the glitter right where the two purples meet, just to give it a little bit of illumination and a little bit of a sparkle. You know what I miss? I miss Pixie Hollow and Magic Kingdom. I was actually very surprised that when I went to meet Tinkerbell, she didn't have any of her Neverland friends. So, you know what? Disneyland, one up on us, because literally they have Pixie Hollow, and I loved meeting Tinkerbell and all her friends like Iridessa and Silver Mist and Fawn and Rosetta. They were just so much fun. Sad. Now that our eyes are glitterific, let's see which character is gonna help to give me some beautiful blush.
Thank you very much. You were such a kind prince.
So, not quite, but I did come here because I really need your help.
Oh, really? With what?
So, you're always so blushing and beautiful, and I know that your fairy godmother got you ready for the ball. So I need your help because I'm going to be doing my makeup. And so I need your help choosing a specific blush tone.
Oh, that's a perfect idea.
So we have two here,
Okay.
our friends. Which one do you think I should use?
I have to look at you, of course, because for every person a different color is most complimentary. Why, I don't know. I will say what I use in my blush. I use a nice light pink, so perhaps maybe you can
What?
I like that.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh, thank you so
I'm
much.
so excited to use that.
Why, yes, indeed. Why, next time I'll have to get you to help me pick out my makeup, too.
Absolutely, whenever you
Yes,
want.
you could do a nice makeover for me, perhaps. Why, I'm trying to wear the nice pink dress that Susie and Perla made for me.
Love that one.
Yes, they repaired it for me so I can wear it again. So perhaps when I wear it, maybe you can come and give me a makeover for it.
Definitely.
Oh, I would love that very much. My fairy godmother stays very busy, because she has lots of fairy godmothers in training.
Yeah, so the Baby Mopini Boutique.
Yes, that's right. So I'm sure she could use an assistant to come.
Jumping right into blush, we are going to use Cinderella Selection, which was from our Midnight Masquerade designer collection. This one is called Enchanted Mirror. Now taking a nice fluffy blush brush, you're just going to tap right into your product and apply it on the apples of your cheeks, making sure you buff it back into your bronzer. You always have to be happy when you put on blush because it just hits you in the right areas. Now that our blush is done, let's move on to the next character to see who can help really bring my face to life with Illuminator. I have been all over meeting so many great friends, all of mis amigos.
I do hope that you've been traveling by January, especially if you're covering that much surface area, you want to be fine.
I've never gone with a Jaguar.
Oh, then you're gonna have to give it a try. I will say walking isn't my favorite mode of transportation, but it's only because I do have Jaguar. So it's a lot better by
But
Jaguar.
how do you stay safe? Do you like buckle in?
No, you just hang on.
Okay, hold on for dear life.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Elena, you are beautiful and you're so positive and you're always shining like una estrella. So I wanted to ask you a quick question. Can you help me with the makeup? I have two highlighters because you are always so shiny and I need some help choosing which one to use. So which one do you think I should use for my makeup?
Okay, can I ask? Is there going to be color involved? Because I think that determines.
There's a lot of color.
Okay, what kinds of color?
Oh my goodness, the French chose every color under the rainbow.
I think that for your skin color, I think this might complement you a lot better. We'll bring out those golden and yellow tones.
Thank you so very much. I'm excited. So mi amiga Elena decided that we're gonna use the Disney Lion King and Luminous Circle of Life highlighter. Now this is a brand new highlighter and I have not had the opportunity of testing it out, but we are in for a treat. I have heard great things about this highlighter, so I'm very excited. Just taking a duo fiber fluffy brush, we're gonna go back and forth on the highlighter, picking up some of the product and then applying it in a liberal motion along the high points of the cheek. Okay, Elena, tú eres una estrella because this is amazing. I really enjoy that it's giving me like some warmth to my complexion. It is a little bit more gold than I traditionally go with highlighters, but honestly, if I just go a little bit light-handed with it, it won't be too bad. Now that we're glowing, let's check in with our next friend to see which lippy we're gonna use to really bring this look together. Oh, ooh, you are so beautiful. Oh, now I see why Mickey keeps his brow. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Okay, so I know you're into fashion, you're into beauty, I'm into that too. So I'm going to be doing a makeup look, and I need your help choosing which lipstick to choose. So I have one that's like a beautiful nude, and then another one it's almost like a bright red.
That's a hard choice.
I don't know yet. Everyone is helping me figure it out, so the lips are up to you. The perfect palette. Color. Let's go bold, right? Yes. Do you mind if I take a picture with you as well? I appreciate your helping so much. And there you have it. Minnie Mouse decided that we're gonna use our Colourpop and Disney Villains collection Cream Luxe Lipstick in the color Cruella. I am very frightened about this because I feel like such a warm tone red is really going to be contrasting to the eye look that we have. But the character selected it, so we gotta do it. Starting out, I'm just gonna take a lip liner. This one is the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in the color Hot Red, and line my lips. And there we have it. There's the lipstick. Personally, it's way too warm tone for the rest of this cool tone look, but we have one saving grace, which would be the lip gloss. Let's see if our next friend can help bring this look together with the lip gloss. Hey look, I have a machine today. Can I get a twirl? Oh, twirl. Ooh! Yes. So I come to you because I heard you all sing Madame Daisy. Is there a way you can look in your crystal ball and see which one of these lip glosses are going to work for me? I'm doing a makeup. Which one? Oh, you found it. Your crystal. Perfect. I don't have money, but I can pay you in hugs. Is that okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love, oh, you like this? A little monster get up? A little twirl? Thank you. And there you go. Daisy, my favorite sassy duck, helped us by selecting this lip gloss. Now this one is from the Disney Villains Colourpop collection. Shameless plug, if you haven't already, check out my previous video. Now I'm very excited that she chose this one because this lip gloss actually has a lot of cool tone reflex. So there's gonna be purples and blues and pinks, and I just really hope it minimizes the appearance of this warmth that we're seeing from the Cruella lipstick. And there you have it. This is the final look. This is what we came up with the help of our very special friends. I did want to take a quick moment and send a special shout out to two amazing gals. Natasha and Macara, you know I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for running around the Magic Kingdom and helping me capture all of these magic moments. If you like Disney fashion related content, I'm gonna link their Instagram handles down below. And while you're down there, feel free to give me a follow and I will follow you back. And that's it. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for sticking all the way through. Leave a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And I am asking 2 questions for you to answer down below. 1, who was your favorite character interaction from this video? And 2, if I did this again, what characters would you want to see choose my makeup? Thank you so much. Stay beautiful and have a magical day. Bye.